This man was jailed after he did the yoga style in front of Mateo. It seems that Mateo can't stop making her name appear on every news online. She recently topped the headlines after her mom decided to file a case against the flip-top MC, Nagsayaw, for his remarks about the model on his battle with Shahi, Mateo's boyfriend. The FHM model once again hit the headlines after she posed for a sexy photo shoot that was held inside a classroom. And now, another issue is being thrown at her. A video that was posted by Christopher Fair is now circulating online. The video showed an event where Mateo was host. In the video, she held a dance contest between these guys to at least spice up the night. But then, everyone started cheering when a man did the yoga style in front of Mateo. It seems that they weren't happy with what they saw, that's why the man later on ended up in jail. He was sent to Barangay after he did the yoga style in front of the model. Invite you to watch the video. Catherine Bernardo and Nadine Muster look dashing in their white outfit in Pon's event. Who wore it better? The most beautiful women in the showbiz industry have recently gathered to unite in the Pon's event. The beauty of the celebrities in the Pon's family is indeed timeless. But then, what could possibly happen when rivals came together as a part of the family? Everyone couldn't help but gush over the teen queen Catherine Bernardo, who looked stunning during the Pon's event. But aside from that, they've also noticed Catherine's so-called rival, Nadine Muster, who looked hot with her outfit. Catherine's fans then can't stop talking about the photo that was released by the Star Magic that was taken during the Pon's event. The fans of Nadine Muster were also in total shock when they saw how stunning and how hot she was during the event. But what has captured the attention of both fandoms is when Nadine Muster posted a tweet online where she welcomed the newest members of their Pon's family. On her tweet, she mentioned a few celebrities including Catherine Bernardo. Catherine Bernardo immediately responded to this by quoting Nadine's tweet. Will this be a start of something new for both Catherine and Nadine and of course, their fandoms? Invite you to watch the video. Duterte assures De Lima's safety after arrest. Should Senator Leila De Lima be afraid now that she has been arrested for drug-related charges? President Rodrigo Duterte himself said she has nothing to fear. I assure that she is safe, he said during a televised ambush interview in Malacanang. I think people are interested not to see her dead but to see her in prison for what she did. Advertisement. Duterte also said that people who are not involved in drugs have nothing to fear. You are a critic of the drug campaign and you yourself are into drugs? You should be afraid, he then said. The president insisted that he was never in contact with Justice Secretary Vitaliana Aguirre while De Lima's case was being prepared. De Lima, she can always pray that the truth will come out eventually, if there is another truth, he said, explaining that he does not enjoy going against other people. He said he only goes after criminals who deserve to be killed. Duterte said the country cannot progress if many are addicted to drugs. Even if I am like this, I love my country and I will really destroy you, he said in a mix of Filipino and English. De Lima seeks SC help to stop illegal arrest, detained Senator Leila De Lima on Monday, February 27, sought the Supreme Court's help to immediately stop her illegal arrest, citing the judge's lack of jurisdiction and grave abuse of discretion. De Lima, through her lawyer Alex Padilla and Chief of Staff Philip Sawali, filed an 82-page petition for certiorari and prohibition Monday morning, seeking the immediate issuance of a temporary restraining order on the proceedings and a status quo ante order on the senator's arrest warrant. The senator has maintained that the drug trafficking charges against her are baseless and that the Ombudsman and Sanigan Bayan, not the Department of Justice or the Muntinlupa Regional Trial Court, have jurisdiction over a public official like her. De Lima also assailed Judge Juanita Guerrero of the Muntinlupa Regional Trial Court Branch 204 for issuing an arrest warrant despite her pending motion to quash, which questions the court's authority over the case. The senator's camp criticized Guerrero's undue haste and inordinate interest, saying the judge just arrived from a trip to Macau. Guerrero, on Friday, defended the issuance of the arrest order, saying she had to acquire jurisdiction over De Lima first before she could resolve the senator's motion. It is basic that the court must first resolve the issue of lack of jurisdiction before issuing a warrant of arrest, because such act is itself an exercise of jurisdiction, said Padilla. The issuance of a warrant of arrest, by a court that has no jurisdiction over the case makes such warrant obviously and patently without basis, thus making the senator's detention on the basis thereof illegal, he added. De Lima is now detained at the Philippine National Police Custodial Center in Camp Crame. In January 2017, she also asked the Court of Appeals to stop the DOJ's investigation into the drug charges against her, but to no avail. Read, De Lima fails to get TRO on drug probe. This is De Lima's second time to seek the help of the High Court, which she previously disobeyed in 2011, in her battle against her main accuser President Rodrigo Duterte. Read, De Lima's fate, karma or political persecution? In November 2016, she filed a test case against the president, who enjoys immunity from suit, before the SC. Detained Philippine senator asks court to nullify arrest. A Philippine senator and leading critic of President Rodrigo Duterte's deadly crackdown on illegal drugs petitioned the Supreme Court Monday to nullify Manila Court's arrest warrant against her for drug charges and release her from jail. Senator Leila de Lima's petition said Judge Juanita Guerrero has no jurisdiction over the case. She said Guerrero committed grave abuse by issuing the arrest warrant without first resolving her motion to quash the charges, where she questioned the jurisdiction of the lower court. The issuance of a warrant of arrest by a court that has no jurisdiction over the case makes such a warrant obviously and patently null and without basis, thus making Senator De Lima's detention on the basis thereof illegal, said her lawyer, Alex Padilla. De Lima said she was innocent of the charges of receiving bribes from detained drug lords while she headed the Department of Justice, adding that the accusations were part of an attempt by Duterte to muzzle critics of his clampdown that has left more than 7,000 suspected dealers and small-time users dead. Her lawyer said the charges should have been brought before the ombudsman who investigates cases against public officials, not the Department of Justice, which has an institutional bias against her. The case also should have been filed before a special court which has jurisdiction over cases committed by public officers and employees, and not Guerrero's court, her lawyer said. De Lima bodyguard had bite marks, autopsy shows. The slain bodyguard of Justice Secretary Leila de Lima was bitten and beaten before he was shot, a National Bureau of Investigation, NBI, official revealed on Saturday. While an autopsy has established what caused the death of 32-year-old Alistair Quintos, investigators said they also found bizarre bite marks on the victim's right cheek and left arm. Reynaldo Esmeralda, the NBI Deputy Director for Technical Services, said that based on the results of the autopsy conducted late Friday, apart from the bullet wound on the left side of the chest, he had several cuts and bruises on his face and body. Advertisement. Quintos, had cuts and bruises on the bridge of his nose, upper lip, neck and forearm, leading the members of the team to conclude that Quintos was beaten up before he was killed, he said. He pointed out that while an apparent scuffle could explain the bite mark on Quintos' left arm, it was difficult to determine why there were teeth impressions on his right cheek. The teeth impressions were those of the upper set, the NBI official said. Bullet hit vital organs. It was also discovered that De Lima's bodyguard was instantly killed by a bullet that pierced his chest, hit the upper and lower lobes of his left and right lung as well as the left ventricle and the heart before exiting through his back. Tattooing around the bullet entry wound indicates that he was shot at close range, and the contusion collar around the exit wound shows that he was shot either with his back against a wall or lying down, Esmeralda said. According to Esmeralda, an inspection of the crime scene at Barrio Garland in San Ildefonso, Bulacan, showed the killer deliberately scattered the victim's personal belongings. But he stressed that an inventory of the items, to determine which belongings were missing, was still being conducted. The impression given by these findings is that Quintos was captured and beaten up by the suspect, Esmeralda said, adding that the victim was 5 feet 8 inches tall and muscular and had to be subdued by the killer. He said the NBI has formed a special task force to determine the circumstances which led to the killing.
Thank you for viewing videos. My channel regularly posts new videos. If you remember registered channels to receive the latest announcements, please. Thanks.